Right, guys, what is going on? Welcome to the live stream of Claressa Shields, Claressa, should I say, the undisputed world women's middleweight champion versus Savannah Marshall. This is my live stream, this is my commentary, my play-by-play. I won't be showing the actual footage of the fight, as you most probably know already, but what we do have is the co-main event of the evening. So, you know, it's a big day of boxing. Huge day, actually. We've got three massive fights. We begin with this one, then we head to Australia, Melbourne to be exact, at Rod Laver Arena to see George Kambosos Jr. versus Devin Haney, number 2. And following that, it's going to be a quick transition over to America, I'm led to believe, where we see Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius. So it's a big day of boxing. I'm going to be here for all of it, and I really hope, well, I hope you guys can too. And that's all I've got to say at the moment. That's all I've got to say. Wilder versus Robert Helenius. We've got some Spice Girl action. This is an English show, of course. I'm pretty sure the whole entire card was stacked with female fighters, which I don't think that happens very often, does it? Anyway, I'm pretty sure that this is the co-main. Next fight will be the main event. Can't say I've ever seen either of these two co-main fighters fight before, but if you've got any information, please send it through. So this is for an undisputed title as well. Let me check here. Super featherweight titles. IBF, WBC and WBO. And the main event is for all the titles. WBA, WBC, WBO and IBF. Middleweight titles. Well, alright then. Ten 2-minute rounds. Now what? Actually, let me check. What are the rules around the main event? Marshall. Anyway, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Mikaela Mayer, 32 years of age, 17 fights, 17 wins, 5 KOs. WBO and IBF champion. So we've got a geez, what do they call it? When you got belts from both sides of the fight. What is it? It's oh god, Joseph Parker did it with Anthony Joshua just recently. It's not undisputed. Now what is it? I can't think. My brain's let me down at this point. It's I'm going to look that up. Unification bout. Not undisputed, but a unification. So we've got two different body types here. We'll see if the taller and the longer can use her advantage. She's scooting around the outside of the ring at the moment. Trade jabs in the middle. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I don't have a huge amount of interest in this fight, but I'm here for it. And the first round's almost over, just like that. Now this is world title level. Both fighters have a world title, at least one. They're unifying it in this bout. So I mean, this is the top of the top as far as women's boxing is concerned. It's just a lighter weight class than the main event. It is a composed effort thus far. Ooh, big overhand right by Baumgardner to finish the round. The shorter of the fighters. Mayer's corner's letting her know you just got to put a little bit more into this next round. That round was too close to call. We can't be letting you can't be letting too many of those rounds go to the to the judge's discretion, really, because it's too close to call. It's what the judges see on the night. You don't want too many of those rounds. Either way, round two. I'm going to say Baumgardner is looking the more explosive fighter, but she kind of has to be because she's certainly lacking in height and reach. So to get inside and to actually reach this girl Mayer, she's going to have to be very explosive, and she is thus far. Oh, big leading left hook by Baumgardner, and another right hand. Ooh, oh, a couple of big combination by Mayer. But she left her chin exposed and got caught coming in. 10-round fight. Might be only 2 minutes a round, but that's... Oh! Mayer wants to finish the round. It's 5 seconds to go. She wants to finish the round on top, and she most likely has. But once again, a little bit too close to call. Right, here we go. Round number 3. Shields is backstage, getting her hands wrapped. She's got her 5 belts on the line, fighting the next challenger in Savannah Marshall. Anyway, round number 3. It's not UFC, my guy. It's boxing. Appreciate the like, though. Thanks for coming through, Andre. Always appreciated. Although the UFC is on at the moment. Oh, good pressure by Mayer. Got a big exchange between the two fighters. 10 seconds to go in the 3rd round. Oh. Could have been a punch after the bell there, but I reckon that round's got to go to Mayer. And she's punching straight. She's using her length now. She's taken probably some of the worst shots she could from Baumgardner. So she's walked through a bit of fire thus far, and so she's gonna start unloading herself, and it seemed that way at the end of the 3rd round there. Right, round 4. Mayer's putting on the pressure now. First 2 rounds, it was Baumgartner in the centre of the ring. Mayer trying to work her way around the outside, but the roles have been reversed at this point. A 10-round fight, yes, the rounds might only be 2 minutes, but fatigue is definitely going to be a factor at some point. Ooh, ooh, big exchange. Couple from Mayer, then Baumgardner comes back. Mayer finishes it off. The big one too. Stiff jab too. Oh, she's pushing Baumgardner into the corner. It's the end of the round. I'm going to say that's a Mayer round. It's got to be. I'd say 2 apiece at this point. Shields versus Marshall is next, officially. Both fighters are in the back. I can't see Marshall doing too much to Claressa Shields tonight, but I'm sure she'll put in a valiant effort. Could have been a slip, could have been a knockdown. It's considered a slip. Baumgartner got Mayer on the side of the head. Oh, mate. These girls are throwing leather. Oh, God. It's big right on big right. 4 times in a row, literally. Fucking hell. They both got good jabs too, but I mean, I don't know. Mayer's just opening up at this point. She's long, tall, and using her reach to pretty decent advantage at this point. Oh. Nanaglo, what's going on, man? Oh, Mayer is turning up the fucking heat. Can she sustain this type of pace? Not even halfway through the fight. Tell you what, if we can get half the action we've got in the next, if we can get half the action we've had thus far in the next fight through 5 rounds, it's going to be entertaining. I reckon someone drops. I reckon someone gets dropped. It's it's a heavier weight class. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female. That does mean a lot. And you do have the greatest women's boxer of all time on one side of the ring. Yeah, it should be interesting. I'd love to know if anyone watching this stream currently is actually interested in this fight, because I'm not. I can't pretend that I am, actually. Okay, so, alright, so yep, Baumgardner got the first two. Mayer's got the last three, which I'd have to agree with. In fact, the first round could have been a 10-10 draw, if you were to ask the viewers. I'm just hoping this stream, you know, stays alive, really. Let's go around a wee bit more. That should be alright. Mikaela Mayer, the 33-year-old, 17-0. At this stage, through 6 rounds, looks as if... I don't know, I'd have to... If I was a betting man, I'd say she's going to keep her perfect record intact. Yeah, I'd have to... Oh. Respect to these girls, man. They're throwing leather. It's not a boring fight by any means. Oh, goddamn. Both fighters are getting pieced up at this point. Oh, they're trading. Oh, someone's got to drop, surely. Have they got pillows for hands or something? Speaking of pillow hands, Deontay Wilder's fighting later today, and if you're interested in that, I'll be here for that too. Because I am. $20 to go, round 7. I say this is pretty even, this one. Oh, shit. Looks as if they're emptying the tank. They've still got 3 rounds to go. Oh, it's an entertaining round, I'll say that much. Oh, bit of a head clash. You never like to see those. Right, Mayer takes the centre of the ring once again. She does seem to be leading the show at this point. 3 rounds to go. Ooh, Baumgardner's letting her hands go. Fists of fury. She's gonna have to do. She's gonna have to fight like that for the last 3 rounds to have any chance of taking this, I think. I'd say Mayer's up by a couple of rounds at this point. 3 to go. Oh. Oh, Mayer's looking to finish this. Big overhand right by Mayer. She's circling her prey at this point. And now she takes the centre of the ring. Right, we're going to hear from Claressa Shields out the back. See what she's got to say. Oh, she's confident. I'll say that much. Claressa Shields. Right, I'm going to say Baumgardner's going to have to pull something out the bag here. Both fighters in the centre of the ring trading jabs. There's been a lot of exchanges, like a lot of fiery exchanges. I mean, most of them I can't really see who's come out better off, but subconsciously I feel like Mayer's definitely done enough. Great pace. I mean, through 9 rounds, 9 2-minute rounds so far. The pace doesn't seem to have dropped off one bit. So if nothing else, that's bloody impressive. I mean, it's a unification world title fight, right? Neither of them want to lose their belts. And there we go. Just like that. Oh no, we'll hear from Savannah Marshall now. Let's see what she's saying. It is her home crowd. at the end of the day. Geez, I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting fight. I'm going to say Baumgartner kind of looks like Shields' little sister. She came out strong, but I think Mayer just realised that she can take her hardest punch, and so she's gone to work since then. Anyway, it's the 10th round. Trading jabs. Mayer's stalking Baumgartner around the ring. Oh, nice combination by Baumgartner. Unfortunately, none of the three punches actually landed. Man, they're still throwing hell to leather. It's round 10. They haven't slowed down one bit. That's impressive. Bama is down 11 right now. Who are they playing? Oh. Both fighters finished with a flurry, but I'd say Mayer's got it convincingly. Tennessee. Well, how long's to go in the game? Almost half time. I'm not too worried, mate. They'll bring it back. Surely. Wouldn't mind them having a loss, though. See what it does to the rankings. USA versus the UK. For all the belts. You can't ask for too much more than that. Right, so both fighters are confident. Confident they've done enough. But I'd have to say it's going to be a daylight robbery if Baumgardner wins. Fairly even, though. It's a fight you'd have to watch twice to really be confident in your scores. Go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. 97-93 Mayer. Oh my god, 96-95 Baumgartner. What the fuck? It's going to be a split decision. 96-95. It's got to be the red. What? What? Jesus Christ. Baumgartner actually won it. You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding me. No, you're going to have to appeal that shit. That's unbelievable. Hopefully... Oh, mate. What have we seen here? I literally just said before, it's going to be a daylight robbery. It's going to be a daylight fucking robbery. If she wins, and she has. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's hope the same... Well, it's going to be the same refs for the main event, but let's hope they've got that that shit out of their system and they can actually ref unbiasedly for this next fight, because that's ridiculous. I mean, I guess it, yeah. Madness. Absolute madness. I mean, I know it was close, but I didn't think it was that close. Bit of drama, alright. I don't want drama in this next fight. Maybe I do want drama in this next fight. So, anyone that's watching at the moment, what brings you here? What brings you here, my friends? Now, for whatever reason, this keeps repeating itself, so I'm going to have to sort my shit out here. Right, here's an interview with the winner, Alycia Baumgardner. How does she feel? Get rid of that. Yeah, relatively close, man, but I don't know. The judges went the wrong way, in my opinion. Thoughts on Wilt the Stilt? Freak. Absolute freak of nature. Absolute freak of nature. What are your thoughts? Fuck me. Gotta get a stream working, guys. No, I'm not paying for this shit. There's no way. But these ads on these streams. Sorted. Sorted. Skilled 7-footer in the 50s and 60s, yeah, unheard of. Before he played in the NBA, he played as a point guard for the Globetrotters. Okay. That would have been a sight to behold. And in college, he won multiple high jump events in track and field. Oh, thanks for that. Let's get ready to rumble. It's probably going to be another 10 minutes until they touch gloves and the bell rings. I'd say at least. It depends on if they do another classic Anthony Joshua walkout. Because that shit can take about 20 minutes. I guess we'll see. So, let me just check. Shields' record, because I'm pretty sure she's only had one loss in her career, and it was to this woman that stands across from her, Savannah Marshall. Maybe that was in the amateurs, actually. Two-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed middleweight champion. Have a look here. Right, she's 12-0. She's been fighting since 2016. But I'm led to believe amateur career. What have we got here? Shields won her first round but was beaten in the second round on May 13th to Savannah Marshall of England, bringing Shields' amateur record to 26-1. That was in the lead up to the 2012 Summer Olympics. So that's literally 10 years ago is the last time they fought as amateurs. So it's full circle. It's a full circle moment, full circle fight. Right, Marshall is indeed making her walk to the ring. Here we go. As far as the crowd's concerned, voting, they are picking their home girl, Savannah Marshall, by about 2-1. By knockout, too. Jeez, if I see Claressa Shields get knocked out, oh my gosh. It's going to be terrible. Let's have a look at Marshall's record. She's almost 6 foot tall. She's got a 72-inch reach. She's got exactly the same record, actually. Exactly the same professional record as Shields, with 12-0. They've had fairly similar boxing careers, to be honest. This is gonna, geez, yeah, this is gonna be a cracker. It's gonna be an absolute cracker, and they're gonna take all the belts. Claressa Shields could get cleaned out. She could get her bloody trophy cabinet completely cleaned out tonight. What have we got here? A bit of a marching band, and yeah, I feel like Marshall is going down the old AJ route, especially home crowd. Looks like they've got the Queen Guards on the drums there. Make way for the Queen's Guard. Well, all right then. Make way for the Queen's Guard indeed. You're not going to get a bigger women's fight than this. This is it. All the belts. Lineal champion against #1 challenger. And here she is, Savannah Marshall, making her walk to the ring. She's got her hands in the air. Coming out to some Eurythmics. Damn, bro, what a feeling this would be. Home crowd. Ugh. Alright, Savannah has made her way to the ring. She's got her hands in the air. Do you think she's won already? She's got a steep hill to climb tonight. But she's going to be the taller of the fighters. She's going to be the longer of the fighters. Both fighters 12-0 as a professional. Both fighters Olympic athletes in their amateur careers. Claressa Shields has only lost once over both her amateur and professional careers, and it was to her opposition tonight, Savannah Marshall. So hey, there's a lot riding on this. It's a full circle moment, and we're here for it. Shields is making her way to the ring. She's smiling. Is it a nervous smile? Is it a confident smile? Nerves are just excitement, really, isn't it? I'd say she's excited. She's excited to do the business in front of a hostile crowd. And I give her every chance in the world of doing that. I mean, she is the greatest women's boxer of all time. So if you didn't have her as the favourite, even though the crowd seems to be going the other way, then, you know, you got something wrong with you. Right, Shields is making her ring walk now. They'll play a little promo clip prior to her coming out. I don't know if she's going to have any drummer boys. There she is up on the podium. She's making her way down the ramp. Oh no, she's got cheerleaders behind her. What? No, she's doing an Israel Adesanya. No way, she's dancing away to the ring here. She's obviously put a lot of time into her choreography. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Taking a bit of inspiration from old Izzy, I'd say. Right. Be interesting to see them square up. See just what kind of difference we've got in height. Yeah. The commentary team are asking, how the hell can she focus on some bloody choreography, little cheerleading dance prior to going into the biggest fight of her life? Well, that's just supreme confidence. Alright, there's going to be some national anthems, I'm led to believe. Okay, that's interesting. The UK national anthem has changed already from saying God Save the Queen to God Save the King. Now that's fucking weird. That is strange. Huey Fury's in the ring. Actually, Savannah Marshall does fight under the Fury camp. That's right. Claressa Shields is... she's snarling like a dog. Massive boo rings out around the crowd prior to the beginning of the national anthem of the States. That's just going to rile up Shields. I know it. Oh my god, listen to the crowd. Have some respect, would you? Have some respect. No, there's no love lost here. It's two proud nations coming up against one another. Alright, here we go. Ding, ding, ding. The main event of the evening. Going to be 10 2-minute rounds for the undisputed middleweight world title. All the belts. Huey Fury and Peter Fury in the ring. Either side of their fighter, Marshall. Marshall goes for a wee walk around the ring, loosening up. Savannah Marshall, 31 years of age, 12 fights, 12 wins, 10 KOs. Comes in as the WBO champion. Which is the only belt that Shields is missing. So it's a unification belt for the undisputed middleweight, women's middleweight champion. But it's not as if Marshall's coming in with nothing. She's coming in with a belt of her own, and she's coming in with the only win ever over Claressa Shields. So we've got 5'11.5" versus 5'8". Claressa Shields, 27. She's the younger by 4 or 5 years, 12 fights, 12 wins, only 2 KOs. Two-time Olympic champion, undefeated. She's a world champion across 3 weight divisions. This should be a cracker. The GWOAT, putting her GWOAT status on the line here. Alright, both fighters in the center of the ring. Touch gloves, and they have. Here we go, first round. First round of 10. First round of 10 is about to begin. Marshall comes across the ring pretty swiftly. Pushes Shields towards the corner there. Shields throws out a couple of early jabs. God, she's got a quick jab. Man, that is a quick jab by Shields. I'd say at this point, Marshall's bobbing and weaving. Trying to get a wee bit of a read at this point. He's bobbing and weaving. She does look the slicer fighter. Certainly the longer. Oh, nice head movement by Marshall. I mean, Shields. Oh, oh, oh! Shields is getting into it early. Oh, she's going for the kill. No way! Oh. Shields unleashed with a massive overhand right, which I think it must have stunned Marshall. And Shields has just unloaded. Hopefully she hasn't unloaded too much, too early on. She's still got a stiff jab. And Marshall pushes Shields up against the corner. Oh, Shields come back with a big overhand right, which does land. Marshall's bobbing and weaving, but it doesn't matter when you got... Fuck. Oh my god. Shields is certainly the quicker of the fighters. Is she going to be the... I mean, Marshall's got 10 KOs. Shields has only got 2, so... I don't know what that tells you. But early on in this fight, 2 different styles thus far. They're only 2-minute rounds. Only, I say. But I mean, as far as the difference between 3 and 2, I'm sure it's quite a lot. Let's have a look at this. So it's an early... It was an early overhand right by Shields that landed. And then Shield just went in for the kill. Probably a combination of about, I'm going to say at least 20, 22 punches. But Marshall was able to weather the storm and actually come back and land a few of her own near the end of the round there. Cheers, Grant, bro. Thanks for coming through, man. I'm here for it. We've got 2 more boxing fights after this too. George Kambosos versus Haney, 2. And Deontay Wilder versus Helenius. Cannot wait for those. This is the early one. Second round. I'm gonna say I've got to give it to Shields. Both fighters in the center of the ring at this point. Now, if Shields can keep this pace up, oh, lands a big three punch combination. They're both in the center of the ring here. Neither fighter wants to give any room. Oh, big right hand landed by Marshall. Throws Shields back into the ropes. Shields' back is to the ropes. She's doing a bit of a Mayweather shoulder roll here. Looking for that big right hand. Oh, Marshall with the volume. Wow, this has been action-packed thus far. Oh, Shields with a massive couple of body shots there. Throwing the jab out. Trying to keep the length of Marshall at bay. Oh, Marshall just looks like a fucking Terminator out there. She literally does. Doesn't look like anything's going to stop her. She's just bouncing, bobbing and weaving. Fuck. Oh, cops a big right hand there. Yeah, Grant, you can't super chat on here, man, because it's not the channel isn't monetized. Oh! Both fighters are throwing hell to leather. This has been an explosive round. Holy shit, man. Both fighters are fighting well, Shields look like she's fighting angry. Marshall just looks like she's out for a Sunday stroll, to be honest. Whew. Action-packed, I'll tell you that much. Action-packed, this is. I don't know how much I'd enjoy a women's fight, but I mean, with every single belt available in the middleweight division on the line, you're bound to see some action here. It's not a boring fight, that's for sure. I just wish some of the guys would take a leaf out of the women's books and actually throw some punches. That'd be nice. This is sick. Right, Marshall's corner's telling her to move around. Ooh. I mean, Marshall has copped some punishment already, but seems to just keep walking forward. What is her nickname? The Terminator? Because it should be. Right, third round. Marshall is stalking Shields. Shields throws a couple of stiff jabs out. Her jab is really, really nice, actually. Both fighters just parrying jabs out there. Just trying to create some distance. Oh! Marshall with the 1-1-2. The overhand right missed, unfortunately, but the Marshall's got a really interesting style. It's oh! Oh! Shields is in the corner, Marshall's all over her, but both fighters are firing. Yeah, I'm devastated too, Grant. Devastated. Right, now if I had to say, oh my God, Marshall's copping some punishment. Shields is such a power striker. How's she only knocked out 2 of her opponents? Oh, big 1-2 landed by Shields. Stiff jab right to the face. It looks like Shields is putting absolutely everything into each and every one of her punches, and I don't know how that's gonna carry through to the later rounds. Marshall's got her up against the ropes again, going to the body. Oh, Shields is looking for the kill. I don't think Marshall's going to go down. I'd be. I wonder how their first fight went. Now that would have been a good watch. Oh, big left hand uppercut by Marshall. I mean, Shields. Sorry. God, I'm getting these girls mixed up. Okay, now if I was scoring at home, which I guess I am, I don't know, it's been pretty bloody even thus far, to be honest. Different styles. Styles make fights. Styles make fights, and these are 2 totally different styles, 2 totally different body types. But it's a fairly even fight. Say that much. Hasn't been a landslide for any fighter. I feel like it could have gone either way. It could have gone either way at this point. 3 rounds in, 3 fairly equal rounds. Both fighters have done, you know, some good things. Right, the bell has rung for round number 4 of 10. Oh, Claressa Shields opens up the round with a big 1-2, 1-2. Right to the face. Right to the face. She's certainly got the speed advantage, but the reach. Oh, big leading left hook by Shields. Lands right on the button. But Marshall, the Terminator that she is, just goes absolutely nowhere, just eats it. Eats it and continues to come forward. Is this Nate Diaz or is this Savannah Marshall? Marshall's got Shields up against the ropes again. It looks as if Shields is quite happy to take that position, looking for the counters, the hooks as a counter punch. Marshall's not going anywhere. Right, minute through the 4th, minute to go. Shields is throwing absolute hell to leather with every single punch. And Marshall's just taking it like a champ. She is a champ. She's a WBO champ. Both fighters in the centre of the ring. Oh my gosh. Talk about action. Marshall's got Shields in the corner once again. She's doing a bit of a rope-a-dope. Looking for that counter. Can't get one off in that exchange. Marshall's just got some extreme pressure. Unwavering pressure, just keeps coming forward, keeps getting clocked by the power of Shields, but just not going anywhere. Oh, big body shot by Shields, and another body shot. Oh, you got to give this round to. Oh my God, Marshall. Oh, Shields with another big leading left hook to finish the round, and I'm going to give that one to Shields, hands down. Just through sheer volume. I mean, man, two totally different styles. What an entertaining fight. I'm gonna say Marshall's got at least one of those rounds, one of the first 4. But I'm not confident giving her 2, but I am confident giving Shields 2. Just the aggression that she fires with is insane. You see it on her face. Some of these shots are just unbelievable. Now the gas tank for both fighters is going to be what's questioned later in this fight. We're in the 5th of 10 rounds. 2-minute rounds. Shields looks as if she's still got some good speed behind that jab. Goes to the body, then to the head. Marshall's pushing her into corner once again. Marshall unloads. She unloads to the body and to the head. Shields is defending relatively well. Just trying to get her off. Marshall's just pushing her into the ropes. She's done this quite a lot. Honestly, if we see even a quarter of this type of action in the Wilder fight, I'm going to be out of my seat. Right, halfway through the 5th. Both fighters are pretty equal in this round thus far. Equal amount of punches thrown. Doesn't look like either fighter's taken really any damage, which is crazy because there's been some fucking heavy shots landed, just like that one. A leading left hook by Shields. Oh, Marshall comes back with volume. Cops one for her troubles. Marshall's just continually coming forward and copping big shots for her trouble. Oh, Jesus. It's relentless from both sides. It's relentless. Shields finishes the round with a 1-2, 1-2. Oh, and another leading. Oh, my God. I've never seen someone take so much punishment and not fucking move an inch. In Savannah Marshall, she's something else. She's a Terminator. Oh. Yeah, both fighters have exchanged some heavy blows, so but I gotta give at least 4 rounds. What would it be, through 5 rounds, through 6 rounds? Halfway through the fight. I'm gonna say 3-2 Shields. If not 4-1. And they start the 6th just how they finished the 5th. With volume and aggression. Both fighters in the middle of the ring. Oh my gosh, these Shields with the big 1-2. And Marshall just keeps coming forward with her own punches. Wonder if Marshall's ever been dropped. I doubt it. I highly doubt that. Right, Shields once again finds herself in the corner. She's going to be looking for some counters if she can get Marshall off for a second. But Marshall's pressure is immense. Oh, Shields is looking actually out on her feet at this point. She's getting ragdolled. Can't imagine her gas tanks. Oh, comes back with a 1-2 from the corner. And they've clinched. Shields comes back with a 4-punch combo. None of them hit the mark. Marshall comes back with her own 4-punch combo to the body. Oh, Shields just... Oh my gosh. She's throwing absolutely everything at Marshall, and Marshall just doesn't want to go away. She's not going away. If she hasn't gone away yet, with the punishment she's copped, she's not going to. Crazy. Shields must be thinking, what do I have to do to stop this bitch? Oh, the leading right hook this time. Oh! And to finish the round, Shields throws a massive left hook, and Marshall just ducks underneath. What a fantastic fight. This is entertaining. I actually can't keep up. You know, at this point, I'm trying to give a play-by-play, but there's so much going on. It's so fast, so ferocious that it's actually really challenging. So I hope you guys have caught the gist. But yeah, I'd have to say 4 rounds to 2, Shields. Ooh. Look, I'd love to say I'm confident that we'll see a knockout, but I just don't think we will. I think we would have seen it thus far. We would have seen it already if it was going to happen. So, right, both fighters undefeated. Both fighters 12-0. Marshall has 10 knockouts. Shields has 2. And Marshall just keeps bobbing and weaving, keeps coming forward. Quite lackadaisical, you know what I mean? I think she's got supreme confidence that she can just cop anything and keep walking forward, and it looks like it. It's not as if she's trying. It doesn't look like she's trying that hard to sort of stay out of the way of Shields. Oh my gosh, she just keep coming. Both fighters are just throwing. There hasn't been a dull moment in this entire fight. Not one dull moment. Shields finds herself up against the ropes. That's happened quite a lot. But the punishment she cops whilst up against the ropes, it's not going to stop her. Shields basically cops it, weathers the storm, and comes back with a massive counter of her own. And it doesn't matter if it hits clean or not. Marshall just keeps coming forward. Yeah, Mocky Brown, look, you're in the wrong place for that, mate. You can always go and watch it yourself, though. Both fighters are... Oh, God. Both fighters are all over each other. There's been a lot of... There actually hasn't been a single clinch, but there has been a lot of inside work. You know, both, head-to-head sort of short, choppy punches. 10 seconds to go. And that brings us to the end of the 7th. I don't know who won that. You could have given it to Marshall, which would make it 4-3 Shields. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. Like, Shields is the faster, she's the more explosive, but is she the more powerful? You'd think so. But Marshall's head's made of concrete. So it's a hard one. Anyway, round 8. Round 8, here we go. Both fighters have got to be blowing at this point. Oh, Shields begins the round with a big 1-2 and another. So she's winning already. Marshall's, yeah, here we go, head to head once again. In the pocket, middle of the ring, just bashing each other, actually. And that's been the way it is. That's pretty much been the fashion that the fight's been in from the start. Shields with a massive left hook, right cross, and a left body shot. I can't even keep it. There's so many. I'd love to know how many punches have been thrown because I cannot keep up. I'm trying to do a play-by-play. I'm trying to tell you guys every single punch. It's just impossible. It's absolutely impossible. There's way too much. There's way too much volume. I don't think I've ever seen a higher paced fight than this. Male or female. This is incredible. Now, we saw a robbery in the last fight. I hope we don't see one in this fight, because I'm going to say Shields is definitely on top. Looks like she hasn't really lost too much pace. Honestly, Marshall reminds me of bloody Joe Joyce. Reminds me of a female version of Joe Joyce, just copping it. Copping it and coming forward, continually. Shields is mocking her. She's in the corner once again, doing a bit of rope-a-dope. Comes back with her own left hook. Oh, there's some blood. The first drop of blood has been shed. And it's, oh my God, Claressa Shields is just firing with everything she's got. And Marshall just doesn't want to go away. Right, Marshall finishes as the aggressor, but I'm gonna give that round easily, no doubt, to Shields. So that puts her up at least 5 rounds to 3 at this point. At least. Shields just asked her corner what round it is. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But there's 2 rounds to go. 2 rounds to go. And if they go in a similar fashion, I'd say Shields gets this by points, obviously. Majority decision. Both fighters have fought valiantly. 2 rounds to go. 4 minutes. Shields is on her bike, and then she meets Marshall in the middle, and they go toe to toe. Oh, Marshall's got Shields against the ropes here. Oh my gosh. Both fighters are just swinging to the body, then to the head, then to the body, then to the head. Short, sharp punches. Hasn't been one clinch though. Oh, and just as I say that, that is the first clinch of the entire fight. Right, the viewers who are watching this live have Shields up 5 rounds to 4 through 9. Oh, Shields is shielding, and then coming back with massive left and right hooks. Marshall's putting on the pressure. Shields is up against the fence. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna get stopped though by any means. But Shields must be thinking, what is this girl made of? It's been 10 years since I last saw her in the ring, but she. Oh my God, Marshall just keeps coming. Well, this is when she's. Look, if Marshall can convincingly win both of these last 2 rounds, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I'm going to say Marshall's probably winning this one thus far, not by much. Not a single round's been won by much. But I will say Shields is the more impressive of the fighters. She's been the more explosive. And she's still throwing the jab out like she's in round 1, to be honest. Oh. That's a pretty even round. I can't call it. I couldn't call it either way. But we are in the final round. This is it. Both fighters are looking pretty clean, to be honest. I just don't know how that happens. Hey, Joker. Fuck off, cunt. You get what you're given. You get what you're given around here, mate. Right, Claressa Shields' corner is telling her to stop Marshall. She's tried her best. She's tried to do that every single round. I don't see it happening this round, but stranger things have happened. Both fighters in the middle of the ring. Marshall, once again, pushes Shields up against the ropes early, which is where Shields has been a lot of this fight. But she hasn't been getting dominated up against the ropes. She sort of used that. She's done a bit of a rope-a-dope type thing, come back with massive shots of her own, but just can't stop the pressure of Marshall. Marshall's got Shields in the corner. She's going for it. She's going for the kill. There's a minute 25 to go. Shields is wrapping up Marshall's arms at this point. They're not clinching. They're just really, really close. There's been a lot of head-to-head action here. Just basically like body sparring type thing. Shields with a big 1-2. A minute to go. Minute to go. For the unified, undisputed Women's Middleweight Championship. Both fighters are just going crazy. It's been this way the whole entire fight. Shields lands a massive right cross. But Marshall goes absolutely nowhere. There's 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go. Shields goes in with a big 1-2. And Marshall eats it. I'd love to know the stats. I'd love to know the significant strikes. I've been watching too much. Been watching too much UFC. I mean, punches thrown, because it's. Look at this. 10 seconds to go. Both fighters in the middle of the ring. 10 seconds to go. Both fighters are swinging for the fences to finish this fight. In the fashion that a lot of this fight has been fought, just with pure aggression. Both fighters put their hands in the air. I'm going to say it's a Shields win, not by much, but it's got to be. It has to be. It has to be. Great scrap, bro. Fucking unbelievable. Yeah, well, you know, that's why I'm here, Nanaglo. That is why I'm here. To provide a service to those of you who are not lucky enough to have their own stream. So, yeah. We haven't had many comments, though. You know, people have obviously just been tuning in and listening to me talk shit, which I appreciate. You know, I did get called a goofy motherfucker just before, but I had to tell Joker to get fucked, actually. Because if you come around here with that kind of aggression, well, I'll give it straight back. Either way, this is the first of 3 fights that I'm going to be covering today. The next one is Kambosos versus Haney, and the one after that is Wilder versus Helenius. So if any of you guys are interested, please subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you then. But for now, we're waiting for the decision. Marshall is tough as fuck. Yes, she is. That's an understatement. But I think Shields got her 6-4. Yeah, I reckon something like that. Yeah, I couldn't say the exact rounds that Marshall won, but yeah, I'm going to say 6-4. But we saw stranger things happen in the last fight, so I don't know. If Shields doesn't win this is... Oh, I'm not going to feel good about it. I'm going to feel sick to my stomach, to be honest. It's crazy, man, how both fighters fought in their amateur days in 2012 in the lead up to the 2012 Olympics. I think both fighters actually made it to the Olympics. But it was Shields who actually came out on top. Both fighters 12-0. Someone's O has got to go. Someone's O has got to go. Is it going to be the home crowd hero? Or the greatest women's fighter of all time? At the end of 10 full rounds of boxing, 10 of the most exciting rounds I've ever seen in my entire life. 96-94. 97-93, 97-93 for the winner. And the new undisputed women's middleweight champion of the world, the GWOAT, Claressa Shields. She's done it. She's done it. And she deserved it. I'd say 97-93 is, you know, that's probably more accurate. 97-93. 2 judges had it 97-93, one had it 96-94, so it probably wasn't as close as what a biased UK fan might have thought. But proud of her, man. Shields fought like an animal. She fought like a fucking animal. She couldn't have done any more. She literally couldn't have done any more. She couldn't have thrown any more punches. She couldn't have landed any more clean shots. You know, this woman, Savannah Marshall, was going absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Now, hopefully... Oh, okay, so here we go. Claressa Shields has gone over to the corner of Savannah Marshall. She's talking to her. I don't know what she's trying to say. Looks as if she's aggressive. She's saying thank you. She's saying thanks for the fight. Which is what any champion should do. There you go, Claressa Shields. Undisputed. She takes the WBO belt of Savannah Marshall, adds it to her own. Undisputed middleweight champ. What a fight. Unbelievable fight. I fucking enjoyed that. But I'm going to enjoy the ones later on today even more. So please stick around, guys. Please, by all means, stick around. Oh, here's Joker. Oh, fuck off, cunt. Where are you tuning in from, man? Vinny, no worries, man. No worries. Thanks for coming through. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Oh, yeah, YouTube's not going to let you write that, are they? No. You could say Kent. Kent. But it is what it is. Hey, I'm gonna stay here until the viewers drop off because these are crucial watch time hours for this channel. You know, I'm trying to get to that elusive 4,000 watch time hour mark, and well, we're not there yet, but this stream has helped. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for coming through. And hey, if you've got any questions, you wanna hit me up, you wanna chat about the fight, you wanna give your opinions, please do. I'd love nothing more than to chop it up with you guys for a wee bit. But the next fight is George Kambosos Jr. versus Devin Haney 2, and I'm pretty sure that the undercard has actually started already. So it's not going to be long until I'm over covering that. But once again, yeah, thanks for coming through. Bama is playing if you want to keep it going. They're losing. Oh yeah, so how long to go now? Right, we're about to hear from Claressa Shields. She's emotional. And you would be going through a fight like that. Jesus, she had to fight her fucking heart out to get through that. Congo, no worries, man. No worries at all. Hard luck. You know, your homegirl couldn't get it done, but she is a frickin'... Oh, she's a fighter. Right, we're listening to Shields' post-fight interview at the moment. She said she couldn't see out of her right eye through rounds 6 to 10. But she bit down on her mouthpiece and did what she needed to do. Edgar, mate, you're late! Shields is... she's impressive, man. She's so fast. But she's still only got 2 knockouts from 13 wins. So I don't know. I don't know how that works, man. With the speed that she throws her punches, might be like the likes of Joseph Parker, you know. Got all the speed in the world, but just doesn't have that extra 10% of power that would just, you know, knock some cunts out. Yeah, both fighters. Okay, so they're 1-1. Marshall won in the amateurs. Shields has equalled in the professionals. There was a huge amount of inside fighting there. Huge amount. Really, really close quarters. Which is interesting because Marshall does have the length, but she just kept walking forward and walking forward. Took a nap, went to run errands before pulled over by a cop for having dark tint on my car. Oh no. Oh no. What a sad cunt, eh? Picking on my hairline. Oh, Joker. Joker. Come on, bruh. Right, Shields has just been asked if she'd welcome Marshall over to the States to do it one more time. Settle the trilogy. Well, that's 4, but I mean 3. Here's Marshall, she's coming. Marshall's coming over to the microphone. She's been asked how she feels at this point. Just want to say a massive thank you for everyone coming to support her. Unbelievable that 2 women have sold out the O2 Arena. Was she better than you thought she was? Marshall is asked. And how do you feel the fight went? Claressa's a brilliant fighter. She's not as fast as what I thought she was. You're kidding me. She's definitely got the title as the greatest woman of all time, though. She wants a 3rd fight. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch, to be honest. Wouldn't mind at all. That's one of the most entertaining fights I've ever seen. Action from bell to bell. Madness. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. But the fun's just getting started. The fun's just getting started. So, yeah, by all means, guys, like the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe. That'd be amazing. And yeah, if you've got any questions, put them through. Do you ever watch chess boxing? What the fuck is that? Right, we've got the post-fight commentary team. I guess they're going to chat it out, tell each other what they think about the fight. Both fighters left everything they had in the ring, and I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree. Do you think Juggernaut is the only person that can beat Fury? Oh, I don't think he can. I don't think anyone can beat Fury, to be honest. And still. No, I don't think anyone can beat him, mate. He's got God on his side. He's got the gypsies on his side. Honestly, the middleweight Usyk would be an interesting fight. I'd love to see Joseph Parker give it a go, even though he just got knocked out in the 11th round against Joyce. But yeah, man, I don't know. He is a juggernaut. What a fantastic nickname, because it's fucking true. Doesn't go anywhere. Just like Marshall tonight, actually. What is Marshall's nickname? Let me see. Silent Assassin. Due to her shyness and her multiple knockout wins. Huh. The Silent Assassin, alright. Chess boxing or chess boxing is a hybrid sport. 2 combatants play alternating rounds of blitz chess and boxing until one wins by checkmate or knockout. What? Okay. No, I've never seen that, but that sounds interesting. What do you think about the whole Devontae situation? Oh, when he pushed a reporter. Yeah, it wasn't the best. Kansas City wants Adams to get fined and suspended multiple games and even get jail time for that push on the camera guy. I don't know. Surely he'll pay his way out of it. But yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it's not. The media team shouldn't have to worry about getting copping that kind of thing. They shouldn't have to worry about that whatsoever. But I reckon both parties should have a mediation. They should shake hands and move on. And Devontae Adams should give him a signed helmet, a signed playing jersey from that very game, and take a photo. And that'll be about enough. Tyreek Green says it was a very close fight, but Shields took it home. Agreed. Agreed. I'm going to say at best 6-4. At worst. No, sorry, at best 7-3. At worst 6-4. But the pressure, the unrelenting pressure from Marshall was so impressive. But the speed from Shields was just something else. The alternate angle I saw was the camera guy was walking slowly and looked at Devontae straight in the face, so it was a cash grab. Look, man, I don't know. I assume he probably was walking backwards very, very, very slowly, and Adams just wanted to get off the field. But, I'm sure there was room to get around him. Surely. He just had a brain snap. He had a brain snap. Let the occasion get the better of him. And this is basically, a top 5 receiver in the league, and you can't be doing that. You're in the public eye, you're a public figure. A lot of people look up to you. You can't be doing shit like that. But he wanted to just win, didn't he? He wanted to just win. Anyway, yeah, it's been my absolute pleasure to host this stream. I will be back just shortly. And yeah, if you want to stick around, ask a question, please do. Um, what a fight. What a fucking fight. Jay says, I don't think Juggernaut is a good fighter, but he bet Parker, so Juggernaut might be ready for Fury. Yeah, look, well, I mean, I think bloody Joe Joyce has actually already called out Fury. He said, well, shit, if Anthony Joshua's dropped the ball, let me fight. And Fury's already come back and said, look, man, you gotta win a couple more. You gotta earn your stripes. You can't be coming in, beating a guy like Joseph Parker and then saying you're ready for the Gypsy King. So he's already denied him that opportunity. But you never know. A couple years down the track, big British showdown, especially if Joe Joyce can get his hands on one of the belts. That'll be huge. Parker's my guy though. I can't, being a New Zealander, I can't go past a bit of Joseph Parker. It'll take a lot more for me to jump off the Joseph Parker bandwagon. Yes, he did get knocked out. He suffered his first knockout defeat, but he was up against a guy called the Juggernaut, and Joseph Parker, actually, come to think of it, he doesn't even have a nickname, does he? Huh. I just thought of that. Joseph Parker, nickname. I've been watching him ever since he turned pro, but he's never had a nickname. Interesting. Now, what's everyone getting up to for the rest of the day? Because I am going to have a look at the undercard of Kambosos Haney. So let's have a look here. It's actually unbelievable. This doesn't happen very often at all, but the whole entire event, including the main event, is being shown for free in New Zealand on TV1. Free TV in New Zealand. They must have paid a bomb for it, let's be honest. I mean, it's not as if Kambosos is even a Kiwi, but there is a pretty highly touted Kiwi fighter on the card in David Nika. So I'm pretty keen to see his fight, but I don't think it'll be on for another probably hour and a half. So I'm going to take a wee break at this point, but I will be back to watch that with you guys. Whoever wants to come through. And, well, actually, I'll just wait and see. I'll just wait and see where the undercard's at the moment. And then we'll try and work out exactly when David Neek is going to be on. Right, who have we got here? Lorenzo Simpson. Haywood versus Simpson. What? Haywood versus Simpson. That's not even on my my undercard here that I've got. Hold on, let me have a look. Haney versus Kambosos 2 undercard. Oh, Simpson versus Haywood is the first fight of the night. 6 rounds at middleweight. Then we've got another 6-rounder, another 6-rounder, another 8-rounder, and then we've got David Nika. So I think I've got at least an hour, if not an hour and a half, if not 2. So that is good news. And it's all free to air, so I'm going to have no issues with the stream. I'm going to be able to watch it legally and give you guys my commentary as best I can. So that should be fun. But I mean, you know, I feel a bit cheap for doing this, for keeping you 40 odd people here, but at the end of the day, these are crucial watch time hours for the channel. You know, to get me to that 4,000 watch time hour mark, I feel like, I feel like this stream alone has probably brought in maybe 200-300 hours. So, it's actually hard for me to log off right now because I know that each and every view that comes in is crucial. And each and every view that has come in, I've appreciated as much as the other. So anyway, we'll call it there. I'll be back in about an hour. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one.